nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I can barely wait.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
They'll run with Madison. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. They'll run it with Madison. Room here to run.
Alexander Madison, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the...
They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete.
That's good.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
First and
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
to Jonathan Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
36-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now Sam Sloman is on. This from 54 yards away.
A 54-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at their 49-yard line.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, New York.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. That catch good for only a couple. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
It's second and 8.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
It's now second and 10 at the 30.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Alexander Madison.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Justin Rohrwasser on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
That's good.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 3. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done. And they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Madison. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Madison running on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
First down, Jets.
Going on the ground with Madison. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
On a route like this, he tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's long. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
They're on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Jets, nothing.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
The tackle made back.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On second down, it's Taylor, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Third down.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. New York ready to go again offensively. Yeah, they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
On 20-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially give me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. A lot to get to here this final day of September. So let's get started. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, just the lone touchdown accounting for all the scoring. A tight one, 7-0 is the score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 25-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over first and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback sack. Got a fumble on the play.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
And it's 3rd down.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's long. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a give to Madison. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Jets 3.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd
back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
The pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
At the 47-yard line.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Jets' 44.
2nd and 1. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Taylor And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21.
And New York set to take the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marlon Davidson able to get him for a loss of about 3.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
complete to
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
The Falcons on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 20.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people run the ball, the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands, downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Jets.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Jets.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Marlon Davidson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Receiving team.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Taylor in the ball carrier.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Brings up
so it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run once more with Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get it down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. From the gun, it's Taylor. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Taylor. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won, and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.